2020 Tasmanian Architecture Awards are proudly supported by Bluescope, Brickworks and Dulux, Lysart, Fielders and Bondor, Built Environment Channel, Planned Cover and Architecture Media, as well as Access Solutions, Aldenmark, Fairbrother, Mulcahy's Timber, Southern Lighting and Distribution, and the Tasmanian Heritage Council.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the 2020 Tasmanian Architecture Awards, coming to you for the first time as a live stream. My name is Viv O'Connell, and it is my very great pleasure to be your host this evening as we celebrate architecture across Tasmania. Now, the projects that you see this evening are located on the lands of the Palawa people, the traditional owners of Tasmania, and I pay my respect to elders and community as continuing custodians of this land and their rich cultural heritage. For those of you joining us this evening who are new to the Institute's Architecture Awards program, you are in for a very big treat. These awards are regarded as the most prestigious in the design and construction industry. Each of the projects you'll see has been assessed by a jury of peers, and the winners will be going through for consideration by the national jury for a National Architecture Award to be announced later in the year. Now, we may not all be in the same room tonight, unfortunately, but we will be hearing from quite a few of the Tasmanian members throughout the course of the night. A big thank you to all the members who've sent through some promos, which you'll be seeing, and particularly those in Launceston. I know that we were meant to be having the awards there this year, so look, our fingers are crossed for 2021. A big shout out to everyone up north tonight. We are also hoping to cross live to the winners of the named awards tonight. They are the highest honour in each of the categories. So if you happen to see a Skype call come through, it'd be great if you could pick up as quickly as possible, because we would really love to have a chat with you about your winning project tonight. We would also really like to see how you're celebrating wherever you may be. So we'd like to invite you to take a photo, share it on Instagram using these tags, and you could win a fantastic prize. The winner will be announced via Instagram at the end of the evening. Well, we have a very big night ahead of us as we celebrate architecture across the state. And what better way to kick off than with a message from the Tasmanian Chapter President, Shamus Mulcahy, who has been out and about in Hobart today in his car. Over to you, Shamus.
Hi everyone. It's great to be holding the Tasmanian Architecture Awards virtually tonight. And welcome to everyone that's tuning in. I'm definitely the first chapter president, to speak to you all from the car. There's a good reason for this. I've been out today delivering hampers to jurors and entrants, so I hope everyone tonight that's got a hamper enjoys it. I'm about to announce the 2020 President's Prize, and a little bit different tonight. We're doing it by knocking on the recipient's door. The 2020 President's Prize recognises an individual who has made a significant contribution to the architecture profession in Tasmania through mentorship, advocacy and practice. Born in Queensland, the recipient studied at the Queensland Institute of Technology, winning the Board of Architects Queensland Prize. Soon after, he came to Tasmania, and at this time he took a job with Jaws Architects. He served on many Tasmanian chapter committees and was chapter president from 1995 to 1996. Soon after 2000, he left Tasmania, had a brief stint working in Melbourne at Bates Smart. But he returned, opening his own practice, which soon after became X Squared Architects. In 2004, he was awarded a fellowship of the Australian Institute of Architects. In practice, one of his key traits has been building people up and mentoring. This person is someone who is always open to having a passionate discussion about architecture, and not many people have served their profession with the energy, professionalism and care that he has.
What are you doing? There you go. How you doing? Oh, sorry, I'm not allowed to do that.
All right, that's all right. We're on. Yeah. Keith, we're filming tonight. It's Friday night, and I don't know if obviously tonight's the night that the Architecture Awards are being announced.
Yes.
And we have the pleasure of coming in tonight and announcing you as the 2020 President's Prize. So.
My answer's sweet.
It's not the way we usually do it, but congratulations.
Well, that's very amazing and a bit unexpected and very overwhelming. Thank you.
Yeah, it's
Oh my
amazing.
goodness.
Enjoy the
It's all
night,
recorded, is it? Oh my God.
and we'll cut back to the show.
Shamus, you have truly raised the bar for chapter presidents around the country. Everyone else take note. And congratulations to Keith. And now to the SWT Blythe Student Prize, which is awarded annually to a student for a piece of work produced in the preceding academic year at the University of Tasmania's Architecture and Design courses. And I understand all of the contestants this year are watching, so a big shout out to you all. Let's take a look at the projects that are in the running. City Campus Confluence by Nina Anand. Centre of New Atmospheres, Cultural Centre in Inveresk by Chris Morrison. Mona Kona, City of New Atmospheres by Steph Papastravou. Lyle's Lament by Dylan Rowbottom. Delight in the Swamp by Hamish Saul. A Rare Relation by Catherine Vand. And Riparian by Georgia Woodward. Now the jurors for this prize included Stuart Tanner, Garth Anker and Pippa Jensen, and they have awarded one commendation and the prize. The commendation goes to Mona Kona, City of New Atmospheres by Steph Papastravou. Congratulations, Steph! And the winner of the SWT Blythe Student Prize is Lyle's Lament by Dylan Rowbottom. Set in a seemingly desolate edge of the world, the viewer is thrown down a mineshaft. The jury felt deeply questioned by the brief, which poses propositions surrounding the inherent contradictions in society's relationship with nature. The concept is woven through the presentation both graphically and architecturally, in a considered yet playful manner. The proposed material selection is entirely appropriate to the brief and local context. Furthermore, a reflection of Dylan's highly poetic sensitivity to place and political sensibilities. Congratulations, Dylan Rowbottom. And Dylan Rowbottom joins me now. Dylan, congratulations.
Thank you. Cheers.
And where are you watching from tonight?
Watching from West Hobart, a bunch of friends and colleagues and partners, and yeah.
I can hear some cheering in the background, which is awesome. You're a little bit dark, but we can just make you out there. Now, can you tell us a little bit about what it means to you to be acknowledged in this way with this prize?
It's great. I guess it's one of the first, acknowledgements outside of university, and it's nice to be, acknowledged on a wider, an industry kind of level. It's great. Thank you.
Oh, well, look, it's fantastic that you're able to join us this evening. Great to be able to acknowledge the work of the students. I hope you have a fantastic night there with your mates, and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Will do. Thanks very much. Cheers.
And you're watching the Tasmanian Architecture Awards.
Thanks so much, X Squared. Next up, we have the 2020 Tasmanian Emerging Architect Prize, which recognises an individual or a collaboration's contribution to architectural practice, education, design excellence, and community involvement, advancing the profession's role within the public arena. The jury this year included Shamus Mulcahy, and he was joined by Felix Blackman and Matt Hines. So, without any further ado, this year's winner is Pippa Jensen from Cumulus Studio. Educator, advocate and collaborator Pippa Jensen has quickly established herself as an approachable and tenacious practitioner. She has also been extremely active in taking the profession to the wider public, and particularly in raising awareness of and recognition for the tremendous contribution of women to the culture and practice of architecture. Her leadership in establishing the statewide representation of the Findlay project is particularly noted. The profession is brightened by Pippa Jensen's engagement, consistency and focus, and this award recognises her exceptional, important and emerging contribution to Tasmania's architectural community. Congratulations. Hey Pippa, how's it going?
Good, thank you.
Well, we got you in the nick of time. I'm so glad we have you on the line. Congratulations on winning this very, very prestigious prize. Now, of course, you are going in as Tasmania's representative for the National Emerging Architect Prize later in the year. How's that feel? How does it feel,
sorry,
Pippa?
I've heard it repeating to me on the TV.
Not a problem at all. How does it feel to receive this prize?
It's really nice. I'm quite surprised and honoured. Yeah.
Excellent.
It was really nice just to get nominated, so it's quite surprising.
Oh, well, look, congratulations. And can I ask where you're watching from tonight?
I'm watching from my boss, Todd's house, and there's quite a few here.
Oh, hi, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, well, look, fantastic. Is there anyone in particular you'd like to acknowledge, Pippa?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously Todd, who I work with at Cumulus, and the other directors at Cumulus, Pete and Kylie and Keith, and all the people at Cumulus that I work with, and all the people that I've been involved with through different committees and things like that. Yeah, they all know who they are.
Well, look, congratulations. I hope you enjoy the rest of the night, and all the best with the considerations for the National Emerging Architect Prize, which will be announced later in the year, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.
Thank you.
And now to architecture that has stood the test of time with the award for Enduring Architecture. This award is supported by Access Solutions, and we have this message from Ashley and Lydia Dales.
As proud sponsors for over 20 years of the local Tasmanian chapter of the Architects Institute, our next generation
is proud to sponsor the Enduring Architecture Award. Back to you, Viv, for the announcement.
Thanks so much, Ashley and Lydia, and may I commend you on your outstanding timing there with that message. So without any further ado, the award for Enduring Architecture goes to Hobart Animal Hospital by Heffernan Nation Rees Viney Architects. An old service station seemed an unlikely opportunity for a viable reuse of structure. Yet, for the architects, it was seen as the perfect vehicle to rework into a vet clinic. The design utilised the existing curved frontage as the plinth for a second-storey apartment, while a new walled enclosure allowed for the existing lower-level structure to be adapted into the animal hospital. The bold shapes in this corner building continue to be striking and make this project a fine example of timeless adaptive reuse. Congratulations, Heffernan Nation Rees Viney Architects. And we're joined now by Bob Nation. Bob, thank you so much for joining us this evening. It's wonderful to see you and able to accept the award. It was 1977, I understand, that this project was completed. Can you take us back to Hobart in those days?
God, nearly 45 years ago. And I grew up with the client, Yarrow Cherney, and got to know him later in life, and he'd become a veterinarian, and he and his then wife Sally decided that they'd bought this property and wanted to establish the best veterinary clinic in Hobart. So off we went on a fabulous journey, and it was great seeing Yarrow in his shorts there, because he spent most of the time on site and actually did a lot of the work himself with a day labourer. So it was a labour of love, but really a nostalgic little revisit to the wonderful times of the 70s that I really enjoyed in Hobart, even though I grew up there, spent a long time there.
I understand Yarrow is still the owner of the building. What does it mean to you that the building remains intact after all this time and is still so important in Hobart?
I'm just amazed that that it's really kind of, apart from some change of colour. My friend Stephen Varady and I went down to Hobart a few years ago, or a couple of years ago, to try and record all the events, the projects of the 70s that I was involved with. And many of the sites, it was difficult to find the original under the layers of time. But it looks like Yarrow has kept a good close eye on the project that emerged from those times. Absolutely amazing.
Well, it's wonderful that you can join us this evening. Great to talk to you, and thanks for making the time. I understand you're watching from Sydney this evening, is that correct?
Yes, I'm upstairs in our bedroom because my young son's 21st birthday downstairs, and there's a bunch of wild young lads down there, so it's a bit noisy in the background, but we're ensconced in our bedroom.
Well, that sounds wonderful, and you obviously have a lot to celebrate this evening, so I'll leave you to the 21st birthday party. But thanks so much again, and congratulations on receiving this award. Thank you.
Thanks to the jury for doing this. This is wonderful. Thank you.
We're Mark Studio, and you're watching the Tas Architecture Awards. Go.
Thanks so much to March Studio. And now to the Henry Hunter Triennial Prize. This prestigious prize is awarded to the best heritage architecture project in Tasmania over the last 3 years. And you may remember the last project to win was The Barn Tas by Work by Liz and Alex back in 2017. This prize is supported by Aldenmark, and we have this message from Tim Watson and family.
Thanks, Viv. Hi, everyone. From the whole Aldenmark family to yours, we wish you all the best during this unique and super crazy time. Let's put it all behind us, have a fun night and lots of laughs. Now let's look at the contenders for the 2020 Henry Hunter Triennial Prize.
Captain Kelly's Cottage by John Wardle Architects. Lure by Taylor and Hines Architects with the Aboriginal Land Council of Tasmania. And Mount Stewart Greenhouse by Bence Mulcahy. Thanks so much, Tim and family, for that message and an incredible field of entrants. This year's jury included Neil McIntosh, Todd Henderson and Genevieve Lilly. And they have awarded the 2020 Henry Hunter Triennial Prize to Mount Stewart Greenhouse by Bence Mulcahy. Pressure on heritage houses to perform to modern family standards is quite profound. The Mount Stewart Greenhouse is an excellent example of this type of successful architectural intervention. The open-plan kitchen and dining area provide contemporary amenity to enhance the livability of the house. This is a rich and evocative piece of architecture, the transparency of the space providing an ethereal quality of light and allowing the garden to be drawn inside to give a sense of both openness and privacy. Congratulations, Bence Mulcahy. And we've been trying to raise Sophie and Beck from Bence Mulcahy, but we're having a little bit of difficulty getting through to you guys on Skype. We might try a bit later on in the night, so our fingers are crossed. But in the meantime, great time to charge your glasses. We'll be back in a couple of minutes after these messages from the award sponsors.
On tonight's show, the Tasmanian Architecture Awards.
Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing the Architecture Awards tonight. Wowzers, there's some good architects in Tassie. Ollie, We did that one! Can't wait to see who's going to get drunk tonight.
And the award goes to...
Oh my goodness, those Aldan mark guys make great ads.
We all have a story, a life, a voice. More than just bricks and mortar. We tell the story of the people around us, among us. Over time, we are reimagined, repurposed, reinvigorated. To you who constantly dream, who look for new angles, who breathe new life into old space, who embrace the past and explore the future. To you, we thank you. Thank you for reimagining. Tasmania's historic heritage places.
Hi, we're UTAS's Sonna and Darkside reps, and you're watching the Taz Fucking Awards.
And now to the main awards announcements, assessed by the Tasmanian Awards jury, which was chaired this year by Lucy Burke-Smith. And she was joined in the deliberations by Bevan Rees, Will Harkness, Beck Ferrier and Bernadette Wilson. Together, they assessed a field of 25 entrants across the state. But before we begin the announcements, I'd like to hand over to the Honourable Elise Archer, Minister for Building and Construction, who has this message for tonight's entrants.
Good evening, everyone. I'm very pleased to have been invited to be part of your event tonight, celebrating the work of Tasmanian architects. Every year I've been attending, it is always great to see so many innovative projects entered from a range of local businesses, including a number of emerging architects being represented. The Tasmanian Government recognises that the building and construction industry is a key driver of our state's economy and is now more important than ever to recover and rebuild as we emerge from the challenges caused by the global COVID-19 pandemic. Architects play a crucial role in developing our built environment by providing innovative and flexible designs to support and enhance our Tasmanian lifestyle. And Tasmanian architects contribute to the development of sustainable buildings that amplify the unique characteristics of our natural environment and heritage. You are also in the driver's seat to develop more affordable and accessible housing to support our community. So award ceremonies such as this drive continuous improvement in the design of our buildings, which enhances our health and well-being and the quality of our lifestyle. So thank you to all award entrants for your hard work and indeed your commitment to your profession. Whether you win or not, you've all made very impressive contributions to Tasmania's built environment, which benefit our entire community. Congratulations on your achievements, and I wish you all an enjoyable evening.
Thank you, Minister. And now to the announcements. The first category is the Colorbond Award for Steel Architecture, proudly supported by the Institute's principal partner, BlueScope.
For me, the pull of the Australian landscape is that it's got this beaten, weathered harshness, which is contrasted by these beautiful colours and soft matte surfaces. I love how a matte surface holds light, how it diffuses the light. It's absolute joy to photograph. It's like Colorbond steel matte. It's strong, enduring, yet subtle in its beauty.
And Margot Bond from BlueScope has sent this message.
Thank you, Viv. Good evening, all. My name is Margot Bond, and I'm your BlueScope Specification Manager here in Tasmania. BlueScope is honoured to be celebrating our 35th year as the Institute's principal corporate partner. We always love to see both the traditional and innovative ways our products are specified in your projects, and we are yet again blown away by the calibre of this year's entries for the Colorbond Award for Steel Architecture. As this unprecedented situation continues to unfold, we understand the enormous effort involved in adjusting to these extraordinary conditions. We also appreciate the juggle to balance your creative inspirations together with social responsibilities and commercial realities to deliver inspired solutions. BlueScope takes pride in supporting and assisting you all with this role. We are here virtually and, of course, in spirit to celebrate yet another exciting year of architecture here in Tasmania. On behalf of BlueScope, I'd like to congratulate all the nominees on your excellent submissions and wish you the very best of luck. And now, let's take a look at the projects considered for this year's Colorbond Steel Award for Steel Architecture.
Three Capes Track Lodges by Andrew Burns Architecture. Simmons Plains by Cumulus Studio. And Kingborough Community Hub by March Studio. Thanks again, Margot and BlueScope, for your long-standing support of the Institute of Architects and this award. Now, in this category, the jury has given a commendation and the award. The commendation goes to Simmons Plains by Cumulus Studio. The insertions which link the historic buildings at Simmons Plains have been skillfully crafted in steel, using bespoke details which demonstrate the endless possibilities of steel's application. Cumulus Studio are commended for the refinement of their detailing, which has delivered this sophisticated and refined insertion. Congratulations, Cumulus Studio! And the 2020 Colorbond Award for Steel Architecture goes to Kingborough Community Hub by March Studio. The bold roof form of the Kingborough Community Hub is a defining architectural statement for this important public building. The accentuated profile of Aramax roof creates a readily recognisable identity. The cladding system enables the roof span, which has created a parasol, linking the three individual buildings of the hub. March Studio are to be commended for their creative and defining use of the system to deliver such a refined design, befitting of this important civic building and pride of its community. Congratulations, March Studio. And I'm joined now by what I thought was just going to be Charlie Lane and Rodney Eggleston, but we have the entire team from March Studio here this evening. Congratulations. Well, can you tell me first, how does it feel to receive the Colorbond Award for this amazing project?
Oh, it's great. It's really fantastic. It was a big leap of faith for the Kingborough Council to employ the Aramax system. We waited for the Aramax machine to come from Papua New Guinea because it was on another job, and we're really, really pleased with the outcome. So it's an incredible roofing profile, so thanks to Fielders and BlueScope, and thank you to the jury.
Fantastic, and I understand that this project has had a pretty big impact on the community where it's located as well. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, look, it's really it's moved into an area that's going to be turned into a kind of town. So it's the first piece of the puzzle, I guess. And we're really looking forward to the other developments going on around it to revitalise a really important part of Kingston.
Fantastic. Well, it looks like you guys are having a great night so far. How many people have you got in the room there? That looks huge. Now, of course, guys, you're going to be going through for consideration for the National Colorbond Award, having won this award in Tasmania. So all the best with that, and I do hope you enjoy the rest of the night.
Thanks very much. Cheers. Thank you.
Bye. And now to the category of Heritage, supported by the Tasmanian Heritage Council. And we have this message from Brett Tarossi.
On behalf of the Tasmanian Heritage Council, good evening to everyone here. I hope that you are all doing as well as you possibly can in this calamity, and I look forward in an amazing way to watch the way that we design our way to a new world. I wonder what that's going to look like. I suppose that's our job, everybody's job. So now we can have a look at the nominees.
Hampton Road by Archia. C.H. Smith Building, Launceston by Artaz Architects. Moss 39 by Circa Morris Nunn, Chua Architects. Hollow Tree House by Core Collective Architects. Simmons Plains by Cumulus Studio. Legislative Council Chambers by Jaws Interiors in collaboration with Jaws Architects. And Bosun's Cottage by Taylor and Hines Architects. And in this category, the jury has given one award and the named award. The award goes to Hollow Tree House by Core Collective Architects. This project has ensured the retention, integrity and condition of the colonial Georgian homestead's original fabric through a careful program of conservation works employing traditional materials and techniques. By doing as much as necessary and as little as possible, early and original internal finishes are retained and spaces and outbuildings have been adaptively reused with restraint. The contemporary insertions express a sophistication and confidence, as well as quality of design and workmanship. Congratulations, Core Collective Architects. And the highest honour in this category, the Roy Sharrington Smith Award for Heritage, goes to Bosun's Cottage by Taylor and Hines Architects. The street frontage of Bosun's Cottage speaks quietly of its colonial Georgian design and history as a convict-built cottage. The northeastern elevation, however, begins to reveal the carefully crafted insertions for contemporary living. The project commenced with the unsympathetic accretions of historic occupation being stripped back and the original fabric being carefully conserved. This effort gave rise to the 2 large windows and generous window seats, a move which allows the living spaces to become filled with light. Congratulations, Taylor and Hines Architects. And I'm joined now by Matt Hines and Poppy Taylor. Hi guys, how are you going tonight?
Great,
Hi.
thank you.
Good, thank you.
Well, congratulations on receiving this very prestigious award. Can you give me a little bit of background about this project? Oh, there's more people there. Congratulations to the team.
We're in a small cupboard because there's a whole party behind us, but we are totally honoured, and we know that Doug and Alice and the clients are sitting by the fire at Bosun's watching. So for them, firstly, it's really the award is because of their whole approach and their exceptional attitude to the project.
Oh, that is absolutely wonderful. Doug and Alice, a big shout out to you by the fire on commissioning such beautiful, beautiful work. And what does this mean to the practice, guys?
I think for us, we've learned a lot from this project. It was a very small project, but it set out some big to make some big statements about working as an architect in Tasmania, and I think we'll think about it for a long time in our practice.
Wonderful, and it sounds like the team is having a good time already. We've still got a very big night ahead of us, so I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening, and all the best.
Thanks
very much.
Thank you.
We are Liminal Studio.
And you're watching the Tasmanian Architecture Awards.
Thanks Thanks, Liminal Studio, that was great. The next 3 categories are Interior Architecture, Educational Architecture and Small Project Architecture. Let's take a look at the nominees. Eternal Women's Health by Core Collective Architects. Legislative Council Chambers by Jaws Interiors in collaboration with Jaws Architects. Parklands High School Redevelopment by Artaz Architects. The Media School, University of Tasmania by Morrison and Breitenbach Architects. And Kingston Beach Facilities by Jaws Architects. We'll start with Interior Architecture, supported by the Institute's major national partner, Dulux. And Scott Jackman has sent through this message.
Thank you, Viv. Congratulations to all those who entered the 2020 Architectural Awards. The awards are the highlight of the year, where we get the privilege to be involved in so many of your projects. During this time, we have the chance to reflect on the incredible impact architecture and design has on the broader community, and are part of assisting you in bringing your amazing works to life. At Dulux, we place a strong focus on ensuring that we provide continuing support to the profession. With such a high calibre of entries this year, the jury members have certainly had their work cut out. Best of luck to all entrants. Now back to you, Viv.
Thanks so much, Scott. In this category, the jury has awarded 1 award and the named award. The award goes to Legislative Council Chambers by Jaws Interiors in collaboration with Jaws Architects. This meticulous adaptation to bring the internal space up to contemporary working standards has been skillfully executed without compromise to the significant interior fabric. The architects are to be commended for their response to the complex and technical brief, addressed through subtle insertions within the highly intact Victorian interior. The project is an exemplar of a sympathetic response to upgrading such civic spaces across the country. Congratulations once again to Jaws Interiors and Jaws Architects. And the highest honour in this category, the Alexander North Award for Interior Architecture, goes to Eternal Women's Health by Core Collective Architects. This sensitively designed interior space not only challenges the typical healthcare aesthetic, but manages to create a beautiful and sophisticated space that responds to both client and consultancy needs. Through a rigorous design process, the architects have seamlessly incorporated a complex program of health professionals under one roof, whilst avoiding a clinical feel. The application of natural materials, abundant natural light, inclusion of indoor plants and intimate alcoves throughout results in a cohesive interior that is inclusive, comforting and private. Congratulations, Core Collective Architects. And the team at Core Collective weren't available for a live cross tonight, but congratulations once again to the team. And we'll be back with educational architecture in just a couple of minutes after these sponsor messages.
Dulux Wash and Wear for a superior washable finish. If it's worth doing, it's worth Dulux.
Field is made.
Made for the contemporary.
Made for imagination.
Made for style.
Fielders Made. Made for inspiration.
Environment channel is a free streaming service specifically for built environment professionals. You'll receive a dedicated screen in your office on which will broadcast industry news, your own content and lots of design inspiration too.
Why do you think we feel an emotional connection to brick?
When we start looking at the design, what color, what texture, we sort of look at the red earth of the heart of Australia.
How do you think that people will view the building in 50 years' time?
We talk about, a lot of it is about designing for timeless beauty. There's also another ways of look at design for the moment. Hi, I'm Scott Flood Architecture Workshop and you're watching the Tasmanian Architecture Awards.
Now this year, the jury has not made an award in the category of small project architecture, so the next announcements are for educational architecture. The jury has awarded 2 commendations. The first goes to the Media School, University of Tasmania by Morrison and Breitenbach Architects. A series of elliptical-shaped rooms create formal and informal learning spaces within an existing internalised floor plate at the Mercury Building in Salamanca Place, fostering informal learning or small group collaboration and allowing the informal spaces direct access to the glazed building perimeter and quarry rock face. Congratulations, Morrison and Breitenbach Architects. And a commendation also goes to Parklands High School Redevelopment by Artaz Architects. This project intelligently addresses key educational planning issues of circulation, upgrade of facilities, budgetary limitations, flexibility and response to contemporary teaching practice, and is the outcome of significant consultation and master planning. Congratulations to Artaz Architects. And now to residential architecture, alterations and additions, supported by category sponsor Brickworks. And Catherine Ray and Beck Lauer have sent through this message.
Thanks, Viv. Hi everyone, I'm Catherine and this is Beck and we're from Brickworks Building Products. Brickworks are proud to be sponsoring the Tasmanian chapter of the Australian Institute of Architects Awards 2020.
It's important to pause every year and take some time to celebrate the fabulous and world-class architecture from across our state. So let's have a look at the nominations.
Hampton Road by Archia. Ryde Street House by Bence Mulcahy. Grancillary Dwelling by Crump Architects. Simmons Plains by Cumulus Studio. And Lower Jordan Hill Road by Taylor and Hines Architects.
Thanks so much, Catherine and Beck. And this is quite a category. The jury has awarded 2 commendations, 2 awards and the named award. The first commendation goes to Simmons Plains by Cumulus Studio. The new intervention, a custom lightweight steel and glass extruded tube, connects the original buildings into one single consolidated structure. Simmons Plains is an exemplar of how to restore ageing significant buildings while introducing contemporary architectural elements. Congratulations, Cumulus Studio. And the second commendation, goes to Grancillary Dwelling by Crump Architects. This stark, dark, tall and vertical volume is reimagined as a multi-generational home and provides an aesthetically pleasing, thoughtfully modern-day granny flat for the modern family unit. The jury commends Crump Architects for this successful response to the increasing demand for independent, intergenerational living. Congratulations, Crump Architects! And the first award goes to Ryde Street House by Bence Mulcahy. Ryde Street House delivers on the challenge of turning a classic workers' cottage into a modern, sizeable, multi-generational house. Reconfigured with a smaller envelope, space is gained through voids that connect upper and lower levels, which also provide light and spatial relief. This is a modest example in scale, time and budget of how to transform a cold, drafty and inflexible cottage into a modern family residence. Congratulations to Mulcahy. And the second award goes to Hampton Road by Archia. Located in the heart of Hobart's Battery Point Heritage Precinct, this project presents as a single-storey functional extension. Unapologetically designed as a modern space for a retired couple and their extensive art collection, the house and garden typology sits discreetly behind the existing Georgian cottage. In pushing the boundary for an outstanding result, Archia have created a forever home that can be appreciated as an exemplar of quality, human-centred design. Congratulations, Archia. And the highest honour in this category, the Edith Emery Award for Residential Architecture Houses, Alterations and Additions goes to Lower Jordan Hill Road by Taylor and Hines Architects.
This house delivers spatial understanding, creating an enjoyable, individual home for the owner and their lifetime of exquisite mementos. Offsetting the new amenity and creating a protected terrace is central to the success of this alteration and addition. The exaggerated volume of the new living space captures the abundance of sunlight deep into its interior. The proportions of the curved, vaulted timber-lined library provides the feel of a 19th century Trans-Siberian train carriage and is room-making at its finest. Congratulations, Taylor and Hines Architects.
And Matt and Poppy are back. Congratulations once again, guys, to the team. Well done on this award.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Now, I can't hear any whooping from out in the party room yet. Are the team cheering yet?
We shut the door.
I think I heard something just then. Well, congratulations. This was obviously a highly contested field, a lot of incredible projects. Your project is obviously incredible. What did you enjoy most about working on this?
Again, we were so lucky. We had the most extraordinary client, and I know that Lena's watching.
Also.
So for her, it's it's a really again, these projects for us, the experience that we had with this and with Bosun's, it comes down to the fact that the clients are so exceptional.
Mm. And any members of the team that you'd particularly like to acknowledge with this award?
Definitely. We're actually a really small team.
Us and Ken.
But also Ken, who's with us, who's in the other room at the moment. But and also the builders. So Dean Scarra, the builder, did an amazing job on this project on a difficult site and did some exceptional work. So yes, definitely he needs to be commended.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations, Ken. I hope you're out in the party room having a well-deserved glass of champagne. And congratulations also to such a wonderful client. Team, I think you have now gone and earned yet another glass of champagne. So go off and enjoy yourselves. And congratulations once again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
We're Borelli Art, Design and Architecture.
And you're watching
the Tasmanian Architecture Awards.
The next category is Residential Architecture Houses New. Let's take a look at the nominations.
Jetty House by Edwards and Simpson. Witten House by H2O Architects. The Stringy Bark Residence by Jaws Architects. And The Lake House by MG Architecture Interiors.
The jury has awarded 2 commendations in this category. The first commendation goes to The Lake House by MG Architecture Interiors. Nestled in an idyllic setting, the Lake House engages with traditional farmhouse architectural forms, and bespoke elements show collaboration with local artisans and craftspeople. Sustainability is evident in the design, achieving self-sufficiency in water, energy and firefighting. Congratulations, MG Architecture Interiors. And the second commendation goes to The Stringy Bark Residence by Jaws Architects. The low and expansive volumes are successfully broken, wrapped and faceted to reduce perceptions of bulk and scale, while the simple and restrained interiors are enriched by features of stone walling and timber and stone floors, connecting the building further to the natural elements of the site. Congratulations, Jaws Architects. And the next category this evening is Sustainable Architecture. Supported by Mulcahy Timber, and our thanks to Brett and the team for their long-standing support of the Institute and this award. Let's take a look at the nominations.
Hampton Road by Archia. Ryde Street House by Bence Mulcahy. Symonds Plains by Cumulus Studio. Kingborough Community Hub by March Studio. And The Lake House by MG Architecture Interiors.
And the jury has awarded one commendation and the named award in this category. The commendation goes to The Lake House by MG Architecture Interiors. In addition to achieving energy independence, the Lake House responds to site location, microclimate and ecology, ensuring that site biodiversity values are retained and improved through mitigation strategies and ongoing management measures. Congratulations once again to MG Architecture Interiors. And the highest honour in this category, the Barry McNeill Award for Sustainable Architecture, goes to Ryde Street House by Bence Mulcahy.
The Ryde Street House achieves sound sustainability outcomes and demonstrates creative thinking to achieve enduring and meaningful value through a holistic design response. The house is heated by a hydronic heating system in a dedicated, isolated slab. Recycled masonry from the original building delivers an envelope with little embodied energy, while voids and operable roof openings facilitate air movement and purging. This project delivers on the holistic sustainability principles of living small, adaptively reusing existing building stock and employing sustainability principles through design. Congratulations, Bence Mulcahy.
And I'm joined now by Shamus and Kate Mulcahy, and it looks like a fair few other people in the room. Hi guys! How's it going?
Good. How are you? Viv, how are you?
I'm really well. Congratulations on receiving this award.
Yeah, look, thank you. Can I say some thank yous?
Of course you can.
Oh, brilliant. Okay. Look, it's a surprise. We're sort of standing here enjoying it. It's something here. Look, thanks to obviously to my family, because this is a very personal project. And I've been fabulous, both clients and collaborators. And we will also thank Sophie and Beck at Bence Mulcahy, who didn't get to talk to earlier, but without them the project would be not what it is and far poorer. So thank you for that. And our wonderful builder James Hayward, who is a bit of a secret around Hobart, but if he was fabulous. So thank you.
Thank you, James, and thank you everyone at Bence Mulcahy. Yeah, it's a wonderful home to live in.
Excellent.
Kids will be excited.
They should be really.
And can I ask, is this the first time your kids have been able to attend an Architecture Awards ceremony?
Absolutely. It's probably the first time I've been up this late, to be honest. Sydney's obsessed about being on TV, so this is the closest she's got so far. I don't know.
Oh, well, excellent. I'm always very happy to see such enthusiastic award recipients, so that's great. Are there any budding architects in the family, do you think?
I think we've got two.
Sid wants to be a scientist, and James is more he's into robots, so probably best not. Best thing they can do is probably not.
Well, look, you guys obviously have a lot to celebrate. I'll pass on my congratulations for the Henry Hunter Triennial Prize to you guys, because we were unable to get in touch with Sophie and Beck. Is there anything you'd like to quickly say about having received that prize for the practice as well this evening?
Yeah, look, thank you. Bron and Guy were a bit like what Matt and Poppy said. You come across amazing people every now and then, and Bron and Guy were amazing clients and have been really good friends at the practice. And look, all I can say is it's one of those projects that that comes along every now and then. So it's really, I don't really know what to say, but yeah, thank them. And I know they're watching. Guys just sent me a text. He's in the spa, so so I don't know. We're chuffed. That was completely surprised. So Sophie and Beck will blow their minds. But thank you. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Well, guys, you obviously have a lot to celebrate tonight, and you've got some very enthusiastic kids waiting to celebrate with you, so I'll leave you to it. But congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Pleasure. And everyone, you may...
Made by nature, created by innovators, supplied by Mulcahy's, your home of Tasmanian timber.
When it's time to build, build on quality that's proven in Australia's harsh environment. Build on Lysart, steel roofing and walling. Style. Experience. Excellence. You have it all when you choose Lysart, steel roofing and walling. Insist on the best. Insist on Lysart.
Hello, my name is Nis Bandero. I'm having a great time with the people at 1+2 Architecture watching the Tasmanian Architecture Awards. Best wishes, everyone.
Very creative work from 1+2 Architecture, thank you. And now to urban design, commercial architecture and public architecture. Let's take a look at the nominees in these three categories.
3 Capes Track Lodges by Andrew Burns Architecture. Moss 39 by Circa Morris Nunn Chua Architects. Stillwater 7 by Cumulus Studio. Mill Edge Lane by LXN Architecture. Maylands Lodge by Phil Blythe Architects. Bridge of Remembrance by Denton Corker Marshall. And Kingborough Community Hub by March Studio.
First to urban design, and we have this message from category supporters Stuart Hamilton and Landon Bannister of Southern Lighting and Distribution.
Thanks, Viv. Stuart Landon here from the atmospheric confines of the Southern Lighting offices. Look, we must say we'd rather be with you in person tonight, mustn't we, Stuart?
We must, Landon. From Southern team, best of luck to all the entrants, and back to you, Viv, for the announcements.
Thanks so much, Stuart and Landon. In the category of urban design, the jury has awarded the highest honour. The Dirk Bolt Award for urban design goes to Bridge of Remembrance by Denton Corker Marshall.
Denton Corker Marshall have successfully created a gateway into Hobart's CBD, whilst skillfully linking two of its most significant public spaces, the Cenotaph and Soldiers Memorial Avenue. The slim and elegant bridge doesn't dominate the setting, but rather sits subtly in context. As a pedestrian crossing, the form deliberately opens up and obscures views throughout the journey. The architects are to be commended on a sophisticated and restrained piece of urban infrastructure that will be enjoyed by many into the future. Congratulations, Denton Corker Marshall.
And Neil Bourne joins me now. Thank you so much and congratulations on receiving this award.
Thank you very much. It's a real pleasure.
I note your choice of background this evening, very appropriate.
I didn't notice that was there.
Very, very subtle.
Yeah.
Can you give us a little bit of background to this project, please, Neil?
No, it's commissioned by the City of Hobart as part of the Anzac Centenary Fund to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the end of the First World War. So it's a very significant symbolic project as well as physically.
Yes, and the jury has described it obviously as having a tremendous impact on Hobart's CBD.
Well, we like to think so. I mean, we set out as a team to achieve more than just linking one side to the other. We did set out with the objective to achieve a landmark, to that threshold, the gateway you just described, but more than that, to deliver that respectful legacy by which to remember the fallen. That was front and centre, that respect and the elegance and timelessness was key to the approach to the design.
And is there anyone in particular that you'd like to acknowledge?
Yeah, look, it's a bit of a cliche that these sort of projects are a result of teamwork, but really this could not have been accomplished without an amazing team effort. And starting with the City of Hobart, they embraced the opportunity and they chose to take the ambitious path rather than the easy one. And then there's our tremendous partners at Arup, particularly Peter, Claire and Anthony, who were great collaborators. We worked with them for many years and enabled us to develop the concept. And then there's the determined and professional contractors at Fulton Hogan and the excellent steel fabricators Haywards from Launceston, who were demonstrating that world-class Tasmanian quality is as strong as ever. And together, as I say, we strove, and I'd like to think we achieved those objectives we set out to achieve.
Well, it's an absolutely fantastic project, Neil, and thank you so much for making the time to have a chat with us tonight about it. And congratulations and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And now to commercial architecture, supported by Fairbrother, and Tasmanian General Manager Kurt Arnold has sent through this message.
Thanks, Viv. Hi, everyone. It's great to be involved in the Tasmanian Architecture Awards once again, especially for this Commercial Architecture Award. We're seeing an amazing display of projects again this year. Congratulations to all of tonight's award winners. We hope everyone's enjoying tonight's live stream. Back to you now, Viv, for the announcements.
Thanks so much, Kurt. In this category, the jury has awarded 2 awards and the named award. The first award goes to Moss 39 by Circa Morris Nanchua Architects. Completely invisible from the street, this boutique hotel creates an imaginative sanctuary for guests. Skillfully inserted into the upper floors of 2 Georgian sandstone buildings on Salamanca Place, Moss 39 represents an impressive commitment to the project by both the client and architect. It proposes an important new model of development for Central Hobart, where existing underutilised upper floors are intelligently adapted and activated. Congratulations once again, Circa Morris Nanchua Architects. And the second award goes to Stillwater 7 by Cumulus Studio. A series of 7 new accommodation suites inserted into the 3-storey 1830s flour mill on the edge of the Tamar River. This project celebrates the dramatic history of the flour mill, which has been subject to 2 significant fires. Cumulus Studio explore the regenerative quality of Australian bushfires through their design, exploring how new colour and life is born out of the ashes. The new elements within the larger interior demonstrate both refinement and restraint in the way they highlight the historical narrative, while providing luxury new amenity to guests. Congratulations to Cumulus Studio. And the highest honour in this category, the Colin Philp Award for Commercial Architecture, goes to Three Capes Track Lodges by Andrew Burns Architecture.
Situated within Tasman National Park, this project is an exemplar of site-sensitive design. A restrained approach has been taken in orientating the buildings in a linear arrangement to lessen the visibility of the development. To minimise site impact, a significant amount of services and plant equipment has been cleverly concealed beneath the accommodation buildings. Timber screening, operable walls and subdued colour palettes are combined with the stepped roof forms to break down the mass of the buildings and convey a sense of impermanence. Congratulations, Andrew Burns Architects.
And Andrew Burns joins me now. Hi Andrew, it's been a while, nice to see you again.
Thank you very much.
Well, congratulations on receiving this award. Give us a little bit of context to this one.
Amazing project opportunity. The clients, Brett Godfrey and Rob Sherrard, who took over the company from Ken Latona, fantastic Tassie architect, and have sort of tried to put their stamp on it. So we were really fortunate to do this project, all built with a helicopter.
Woohoo! Okay, helicopter, very interesting.
It was a really challenging, technically challenging project, but yeah.
Yeah, it certainly sounds it. And I imagine you've got a fair few people you'd like to acknowledge on a project of this kind of complexity.
Absolutely. Obviously the clients, so Brett and Rob and Heath Garrett. Members from my team, Alex Gallego, Jordan Sorio and Casey Bryant. The builder, AJR Construct, Adam Ritson, and the structures engineer, SDA Structures. There's so many other characters involved in it, but they're probably the key team.
Wonderful. And have you in the practice had a chance to head down there and actually stay on site?
We went down and stayed in the building when we photographed it, which was a really special time. I'm really excited that it's got this award, and I think it will be great for the national jury, hopefully, to be able to see it in the post-COVID era. So yeah, really, really excited.
Yes, well, fingers crossed. And look, congratulations to you and the team on such a fantastic project. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the night.
Will do. Thanks very much.
Hi, we're Nath, Beck and Hamish.
And you're watching the Tasmanian Architecture Awards.
Well done.
You forgot Ellen.
Oh, I forgot Ellen.
And now to the final category of the evening, public architecture, supported by the Institute's national corporate partner, Lysart. And Regional Manager Liam Thompson has sent through this message.
Thanks, Viv. At Lysart, we're proud and privileged to be a national corporate partner of the Institute. It's with great pleasure that we're able to sponsor the Public Architecture Award, and with everything that's going on in the country, in the state in 2020, we all look forward to enjoying these buildings and fantastic displays of public architecture. And now for the final announcement, over to you, Viv.
Thank you so much, Liam. And yes, it is the final envelope of the night. The Alan C. Walker Award for Public Architecture goes to Kingborough Community Hub by March Studio.
March Studio have crafted a robust public building that offers the community a variety of spaces for large and small group activities. The architects have skillfully repurposed part of the structure from the former Kingston High School gymnasium, a move which reduces material usage and embodied energy, but also preserves the site's history as a place of play. March Studio have set the scene for the calibre of development that will continue to grow in this up-and-coming town centre. Congratulations, March Studio.
And the March Studio team are back with us again, having won the Colorbond Award earlier in the evening, and we've convinced them to turn the lights on. Congratulations, guys. Can I ask you, has receiving this award come as a surprise to you tonight?
Absolutely, I had no idea. So I've just got this speech prepared.
Excellent. I love a prepared speech. Fire away.
It was a really great leap of faith for the client, the Kingborough Council, and we'd like to thank them to Tony and Steve and Carney, who helped manage the project from start to finish and really protected the architecture all the way through. To the builders, to Hutchinson's builders, to the crew down there, Nick, Darren, of course, Grant and Will. They touched us up a little bit, but they were gentle, and they taught us a few lessons, but they were fantastic, and they did a really great job. To our engineers, to Aldermark, to Tim Watson particularly, for getting that roof to work. It was. I personally think he's the best engineer in Australia. So thank you, Tim. On your Totto. And then, of course, to our staff, who past staff, present staff, and people that worked on the project. It got pretty grim at certain points in time, and the ones that stuck with us to get it done, I'm really appreciative of them. We won the competition in 2015, so it was 5 years in the making to get to this point, and we're really happy with the result, and we just hope that the community embraces it, and looking forward to coming down there when we can fly and enjoying the space one more time.
Fantastic. Well done to the team again. Have another cheer. Go crazy. And enjoy the rest of the night, guys. See ya. And that brings the 2020 Tasmanian Architecture Awards almost to a close. But first, a few words from the Tasmanian Chapter Executive Director, Jennifer Nichols.
Thanks everyone. I'm so pleased you could all join us tonight. I'm down here at our home on Hunter Street. I can't wait till the next time that I get to see you all down here. I hope everyone is keeping safe and well, and I hope you've enjoyed celebrating the wonderful work of Tasmanian architects with us. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Jennifer. Well, that brings the evening to a close. I'd like to thank you all very much for joining me this evening as we've celebrated architecture across Tasmania. It's been a great night. Also to let you know that all of the winners are going to be published in a lift out in the Sunday Tasmanian. So if you're in Tassie, grab a copy of that. We really encourage you to browse through all of the entrants as well on the Institute's website so you can cast your vote for the People's Choice Award as well. You can find details in the description below here on YouTube, and keep an eye out on the Tasmanian Chapter's Instagram page as well for the winner of the competition. I'd like to take this opportunity to once again thank all of the national corporate partners and the local partners of the Tasmanian Awards. It's wonderful to have your support, and I'd like to thank you so much for all of your messages this evening. And just a reminder that we're continuing to celebrate architecture across the country over the next month or so. We're heading up to the Northern Territory next Friday. The Friday after that, it's Western Australia. You can find out more about the schedule on the Institute's website. In the meantime, I hope you enjoy the rest of your night, stay safe, and I hope to see you soon.
You've been watching the 2020 Tasmanian Architecture Awards, supported by BlueScope, Brickworks, Endurix, Lysart, Fielders, Envondor, Built Environment Channel, Planned Cover and Architecture Media, as well as Access Solutions, Aldenmark, Fairbrother, Mulcahy's Timber, Southern Lighting and Distribution, and the Tasmanian Heritage Council.